Can you really have session limits if this is an Xbox? Because Xbox doesn't have any session limits. But
No.
at the same, yeah, I know. No. Yesterday, I was tipped off about Better xCloud finding out that there might be session play limits for the free users on Fortnite. But here's the
Interesting.
thing, right? So Better xCloud is a plugin that you can download for Edge or for Chrome that manipulates xCloud, so you can do a lot more options with it. It just interjects whatever his code is into your browser session, and you can do a lot more with xCloud. We've covered it a couple of times. I made a couple of videos on it, but he just made a post on Twitter saying that he has now found some data here saying that free users might get session limits for Fortnite very soon, as you can see here. I have no idea when this is going to go live or anything like that. I don't think he does either. He thinks that the session time will be 6 hours,
Which is more than reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, it's more than reasonable. That's how much GeForce Now has their performance now. It's always been that way for a good long while.
I still say priority half the time. I can't.
I know. I still don't know why they went with performance. The performance of performance. It's just, yeah. Anyways, but yeah,
it's a bummer. But I mean, you're a free user, so they don't care. It's hard to defend the reduction in free stuff, especially when it's something as generous as 6 hours. If that's the case. If he's right, yeah, for sure.
Of course, there's no confirmation from Microsoft about this.
This is something they don't even have to announce.
Yeah, I mean, he's never been wrong about this stuff. He's on this plugin all the time. He's always updating, so I don't doubt it like at all.
Let's say Microsoft didn't announce this. They have no incentive to. It's bad news, it's bad press, and they don't need to.
Yes. Yeah. and the thing is, I don't think it's that bad, because I don't think they're saying that, hey, after your session, that's it for the day. I think it's just, hey, your session's over and start a new one, just like you do with the free tier on GeForce Now.
Yeah. Again, it doesn't seem terrible, but why announce something that you don't have to? Like, what's the penalty for them for not announcing this?
Yeah, I think they'll just deploy it.
I think they'll just deploy it, and the small percentage of people it affects might slightly grumble, but I think it'll go under the radar.
Yeah. Now, I see people grumbling a little later, because I think this is just step one.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll have ads later.
That's a bummer. Yeah. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't know how big the queue is now for Fortnite. I don't play too much Fortnite, at least free, on xCloud, because I know I've got Game Pass Ultimate, and of course, as you see here in the actual code, they want you to bump up to if you want priority queue access, join Game Pass Ultimate, and they've got that upsell. And
yeah, of course.
Upsell listing item 1, 2, and 3 in this array here. So, and then you have a variable for minutes of playtime per session.
Sure.
So I can see them adding this real soon. If you're a free user, it kind of stinks, but it's not terrible.
Are they doing this just to do it? Are they doing this because they are anticipating queue problems themselves and they want that turnover?
I think so. Yeah, I think they do this because they see they might have queue problems coming up very soon.
Mm-hmm. So force that turnover on the free tier. And I mean, it doesn't hurt to get people to buy your stuff. Inconvenience, even if there isn't queue problems, inconveniencing your free users for the chance of the upsell is probably win-win for them across the board.
We'll see. I'm not saying they're going to add ads, but I could see that being a next step for free. With all the data centers that Microsoft is investing in for this is an Xbox campaign, I think they're preparing for that.
Pulse check on that.
Yeah.
How do we feel this is an Xbox is going for us right now?
Oh, well, I mean, this is an Xbox's. Can you really have session limits if this is an Xbox? Because Xbox doesn't have any session limits.
No.
But at the same, I know. No, but at the same time, do you have to pay for an Xbox? Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the trade-off.
That's the trade-off.
Okay, you don't want session limits. If I'm paying for it, then you go for join Game Pass Ultimate. That's the way around it. Like I said, I'm okay with this for right now.
Trying to convert all users into subs instead of hardware investors is a bold strategy. I'm curious how well it's going to work in the long run if they don't get their pricing right. Cloud is in that position where video streaming was a long time ago, where people are angling for low prices, and I don't know if it's going to stay at those low prices for this forever. Disney Plus ain't what it was when it first launched.
I don't think anything is. Netflix
Correct. No, nothing is. As they angle for market position, they're going to be putting out these great deals. Boosteroid's half price isn't going to last forever. You just don't want it to turn into a bubble that's going to be a problem. I'm certain that Microsoft knows what they're doing, or at least have done their research. But at the same time, Microsoft has kind of gotten their ass handed to them by Sony for the past couple generations. So
yeah, and that's the thing. This is where I do believe Microsoft is going to shine, because they can drop billions of dollars here and there anywhere in the world to build their data centers to get anyone they want within those countries to join.
Sony's always coming in as the incumbent because they keep winning. If there's a time for Microsoft to take over, it's now. They can't strike out this time.
Cloud is very big in India and in Asia.
Yeah.
Especially on mobile. And if they can get into that market, if they can provide AAA games with one subscription, and that subscription includes the cloud and those AAA games, it's a done deal.
Hey, if you can turn a mobile phone into an Xbox, everybody's got an Xbox.
Yeah, and that's the idea.
They need to make sure people know that.
Yeah, I made a video on India, and everyone kind of responded. They all like 99% of them agreed.
Mm-hmm.
If they can go through with this in India, if they keep the prices low, and if they can stream to as many people as they can, this is going to be a big deal.
It is. But as we're seeing with Boosteroid, there can be problems.
I think they need many data centers in India. Many.
They do.
Many data centers.
So that is a riper market for this than the West, than the United States.
Yeah,
but
we're we're nothing. We're nothing compared to India.
Well, it's just the market is more reactive to this in general, and I don't even mean just pure numbers. I mean percentage based. Your average gamer there is more receptive to this than your average gamer in the United States.
Absolutely.
But the infrastructure has to be able to take that strain.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on session limits for free users on Fortnite? Let us know in the comments below. We'll keep you posted on when the session limits go live. In the meantime, if you like this cloud chat on Xbox Cloud, make sure to give us a like. Also, make sure to join as a member of the channel or join our Patreon and our Discord in the links below. And above all else, make sure to subscribe to keep it locked right here at the only place where you can do battle in gaming heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle.